Biavati-Smith, speech and language therapist. I specialise in selective mutism and I work with parents and children with selective mutism. But a lot of people say, what is the relationship? Why is a speech and language therapist involved with an anxiety-based disorder? Now, as a speech therapist, I deal with speech, as in sounds, and language, as in words. But obviously, we're an expert in communication. We also work with other anxiety disorders and difficulties like stammering, and selective mutism, having a base of anxiety, affects the child's communication. So as well as assessing the child's level of language, there is also a small percentage of children that do have difficulties with their speech. So what is my role and why I have a key role with working with parents? Well, first of all, is we create a collaborative work with all the professionals involved, like NHS therapists, psychologists, parents and carers, and teachers, or anyone that is involved with a child, and obviously parents. I enable everyone to learn about the child's anxiety and communication style. I involve parents and staff that works with a child to build up and to establish a step-by-step communication approach. Also, together, we create a clear picture of the communication level, because the child will be talking at home, will be talking with someone at home, but then what happens is, what and how do they communicate when they are outside their own home? So that builds up to having a talking map. Who does the child talk to and where? We also focus a lot on eliminating maintaining factors. So by observing and working with the parent, I analyse what are the behaviours that are contributing to maintaining the mutism. And also, together with the parents, really closely with them, we introduce and we build up a behavioural programme of desensitization, a long word, isn't it, and graded exposure in order to help the child with communication. I personally believe that selective mutism is an anxiety, is a communication difficulty, and that is just more than just talking. With my approach with family, I provide them with a very structured and individualised programme. And we look at all the levels of communication and we map where they are. You know, we look together at the communication style that the child has. Oh, my child deals really well with children and he or she's fine in the supermarket, but as soon as we go to school, that stops. We try to understand the parent's perspective. How do they feel? What do they do when the child doesn't speak? But also, especially with older children, it's about understanding their understanding of their communication difficulties. Normally by the time they are 7, 8, 9, they have a pretty good idea that they are really struggling with communication. To be fair, they understand it before then. So by evaluating and looking at the stages, we also think about how to link them with games. And it's through games that a child totally and fully relaxed is absolutely amazing to watch. So really the key treatment are the one to identify how and what does it mean having an anxiety? What does it mean for them? What is the family dynamic? What happens in certain situations when you go to the restaurant, when you go to the park, when you go to a party, and eventually when you go to school? The older child, so the teenager, by the time a child reaches the age of 10, 11, the behaviour is well ingrained. So when I deal with 12 or 13 or teens, they have a social anxiety. They do start with, feeling scared about going out, and they're finding it really difficult to make friends. They think that they can't make friends. So can you see that the difficulties is not just with the communication, but is with the social aspect?